Hi, I'm Trevor, the CEO of the same foundation. The donation we received from Interbet helped us in procuring vital, life-saving medical equipment and PPE for Tygerberg and Groote hospitals in the Western Cape. This was while the Western Cape was the epicenter of the pandemic. If you would like to get in touch or assist us in these projects, you can get hold of us on our website, which is www.samefoundation.org.za, Facebook and Instagram or LinkedIn.
The next race on the card is a handicap at the 77 level over 1,950 meters. It's race 4, it's at 2:15, and it kicks off and sets off the first leg of the jackpot. There is an exciting package for this race, no jockey changes or scratchings at the time of recording. The package involves Papa C's last run, and it involves a discussion with Garth Puller, Byron Foster and Peter Muscat.
Final 300 metres. Now 200 to go. Teichmann, safe space. Papa C, Mr. Maloney's running on from behind. Safe space, though, has a half a length to spare. Papa C on the inside. Shoefellas come from the back end, but safe space will win it. Second, Papa C. Pongola third, and then came Shoefella back in fourth position.
Red Magician very badly in at the weights. He's a low merit rated horse, just battling. Trying him now a bit further on the grass. He's passionately owned by Andrew, and we just want to give him another go, otherwise he's going to become a riding horse.
Kawari's Dream, first run out the maidens. We think quite a bit about this horse. The weekend will show where we stand with him. He's got a bit of a draw to get across from, but I think if he's in the right sort of position, he'll be finishing off very nicely. His work's been solid, and like I say, expecting a good run.
Yeah, he actually ran very well last time from a very awkward draw over the mile. Sean Veal rode him, had to make a long sustained run, but much more like his form. We step him up in trip on Sunday. He has won over the 1900, so I don't think the step up in trip is an issue. His work's solid leading in, drawn awkwardly in the 1900 metre start, so we're going to have to ride him quiet again. But I expect him to be charging at them late.
Silukwe, 2 runs on the poly, haven't been anywhere near his best. I think if he can come back to that Mucho Dinero sort of run, then he's definitely got some sort of chance. Also, a little bit of a trappy draw to overcome, but we'll probably just drop him out and let him finish off, and just hoping to see a better run from him now that he's going on the grass.
Yeah, it certainly gets more and more competitive as we go into the rest of the race meeting, and this race is no exception. A couple of horses to get the discussion going with. I'll start with my value choice in the race, a horse that I think, well, is currently trading at around 10-1, was 14-1 first call. Number 2, Temperate Zone, and let me explain why I like 2 Temperate Zone. Has had 2 runs back after that long layoff, over 1,600 metres, which is probably distance that's not of his best. This kind of distance, 1950, is better suited for him. And 7th, 2.90 lengths to Cyber Time, and then that last run, 5th, 2.40 to Safe Space. I thought that was good, and the stable have now decided to put Muzi Yeni on this gelding from a neat draw over a preferable distance for Temperate Zone. I wouldn't leave him out of anything. Then others to quickly mention: 5 Quantifier, obviously ultra consistent, and you know, would be foolish to leave him out and not give him a chance. 8 Karari's Dream, Raheel, I enjoyed that rerun. Because he still seems to be a horse that's learning. He still seems to be a little soft. He seems to be a bit immature. And you heard from the team that Karari's Dream they think quite highly of. And if he's tightened up from that run, I think he could really make his presence felt. Shoefella is drawn a bit wide, but a horse that can never be ignored. And then, of course, Papa C, apprentice Kabedi James de Harbour, is getting a tune out of this gelding, and he would have a chance too. And there are even a few more others that could certainly threaten. But a tough race. My value is number 2, Temperate Zone.
Yeah, It's certainly a very tricky race, Warren, and I think it's a race where you need to include a number of runners in the exotics here. I like your thinking with number 2, Temperate Zone. He's a horse that has dropped quite nicely in the ratings now, races off a mark of 70, and Muzieni takes ride for Paul Lafferty from a 2 draw. So this horse could have quite a bit to offer, especially now that he has his 3rd run after layoff, and there has been quite a bit of support already for him from 14 to 1 into 10 to 1. So Warren has already got on to the 14 to 1 here with number 2, Temperate Zone, and I see that he's a horse that, I remember Paul Lafferty thought that he'd win his fair share of races, and he's probably just been a touch disappointing to date, but he could possibly get his career back on track now, and he could certainly represent the value here. Quantifier, a runner that is holding his form quite nicely. He's got a big weight to shoulder, 61.5 kgs. He's got to concede weight to majority of the field here, so it's not going to be an easy task for him, but he'll always keep you interested. He's run 2 good races in his last 2 starts. Jazz Festival goes over a distance that I think could well suit him nicely. He's at a track that he has run a couple of placings at, so I think he could be in with a bit of a shout for trifectas and quartets at 7 to 1. And we saw that rerun of Karari's Dream when he beat Connoisseur. We saw that rerun in race number 3. The focus was on Connoisseur because he's running in that race, and Karari's Dream hit the line quite nicely, and he's going over a distance that will suit him a lot better now. That's got to be said. 1950 meters is a horse that has been crying out for the 2,000 meter trip, and his 2 starts in KZN have been over distances that have been short for him, but he's managed to get the job done, and he seems like a progressive son of Karari, so he's definitely one that I think we need to keep an eye on, and let's see how he goes. And then you've got Shufala, Papa C horses that can get involved, but I think that Warren could be onto something here with number 2, Temperate Zone. He could have found the value in the race fast at around 10 to 1 in the market, and let's see how it all unfolds. Numbers for the place accumulator, Warren?
My numbers for the place accumulator will be 2. It's a place accumulator, so the fact that I'm leaving a couple of horses out doesn't mean that I don't fancy them. But place accumulator, I'm going 2, 8, 11, 12.
2, 8, 11, 12, spot on. I agree. Once again, here we're not going to disagree with this race here. 2, 8, 11, and 12, the numbers in race number 4.
My name is Beston. I live in Cape Town. Also, I do delivery. Interbet helped me to realize my dreams. Now I have my own delivery vehicle, and I'm able to do the removal in and around Cape Town.